Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today is about developing a Filipino identity, values, traits, community, and institutional factors to be discussed by
Lourdel Alviso, Ed Christine Santos, and Patricia Jane Versosa.
the shared sense of identity and consciousness of the other is known as pakikipagkapwa-tao. So what is pakikipagkapwa-tao?
Where pakikipagkapwa-tao is more like humanity kung saan pinakitaan ka ng maayos ng tao. Pag ginawan ka ng tama o mabuti, gawan mo din ng tama. Pero, regardless, pag ginawan ka ng mali o masama ng isang tao, pakitaan mo pa rin ng tama because that what make us respectable.
Filipino families place a high value of family orientation. When Filipino parents become elder and unable to care for themselves, their children rarely bring them facilities such as homes for the aged. They are supposed to be looked after their elderly relatives. Unlike in Western countries, Filipinos are not expected to leave their parents' home when they are turned 18. So, the family orientation refers to the family in which a person is raised. Although this generally includes one's parents and siblings, it may also include grandparents or other relatives. Like, kung paano natin ito i-take care ang family natin and also how to love them. Example, sa ibang bansa, kung matanda na yung parents mo tapos busy kang person, they prefer na magbayad na lang sila ng mag-aalaga dito. Unlike here in the Philippines na kinalakihan natin na pag matanda na yung magulang natin is obligation nating mga anak na alagaan sila pag matanda na sila at kultura na rin natin to na tayo mag-alaga sa kanila pag matanda na sila hanggang sa pagtanda din natin.
Filipinos are known for their ability to find joy and humor in unexpected places. Despite adversity and hardship and natural disasters, floods, and other situations, Filipinos are being optimistic and still be hopeful. It is like a kid who sleeps and laughs at himself to hide humiliation, which can be a coping mechanism. So sabi dito, tayo raw ng mga Pilipino ay masiyahin sa lahat ng bagay, anytime, anywhere. Despite sa lahat na nangyayari sa surrounding natin, mapabagyo, landslide, o kahit crisis pa yan, we tend to be positive. And we tend to be hopeful, like kahit anong mangyari, kahit ano pang dumating na problema sa atin, lalaban tayo, malalagpasan natin to. May pag-asa pa tayo. Tulad na nga lang na kapag nataba ang bata, instead of crying, he laughs at himself. Why? Because kapag umiyak siya, iiyak din ba yun makakita sa kanya? No. So, instead of crying, tatawa na lang siya. Kaya kung kapag may nakakita mo sa kanya, tatawa rin yung nakakita sa kanya. So, kumbaga, instead na may humiliate siya sa sarili niya, hindi. Diba? It could be his escape sa humiliation. So, that's what makes us a Filipino. Diba? So, next trait of a Filipino is using the po and opo, which is in most places in the Philippines considered it as a sign of respect. So, nakalakihan na natin na kapag kakausap tayo na mas matanda sa atin ay dapat tayo magpo at opo bilang pagtanaw ng respeto sa kanila. However, habang lumalaki tayo, hindi na lamang mga elderly yung sinasabihan natin ng ganito. Na even ka-age natin is sinasabihan natin ng po at opo kasi we are showing our respect to them. However, some elderly ngayon, nowadays, is kapag hindi mo sila sinabihan ng po at opo, na-offend na sila. Sinasabihan nila tayo na wala ka ng respeto, ganun. Pero, in my perception, hindi lang naman basihan ang po at opo sa pagtala ng respeto. Kasi, in a sentence, intonation also matters. Kasi, di ba, kapag ang intonation mo naman is mahinahon, and then upo and opo is no longer necessary. Pero kapag ang intonation mo naman is medyo iba or mali, edi doon natin titignan kung nakakabastos ba yung sinasabi ng tao or ng bata. Ba, 'di ba? Bago natin siya ito sabihan ng kung ano-ano.
Filipinos are also known for their adaptability, creativity, and flexibility according to studies. Discarte is another name for it. Standard laws or procedure irritate them because they'll operate on a natural clock or organic sense of time, doing something when it feels right. Filipinos are able to adapt. We are creative and flexible. Kahit saan tayo pumunta, kaya natin mag-adapt ng mga pamahiin nila. For example, bawal magsuyod, bawal magwalis sa gabi. Kaya natin irespeto yung pamahiin na meron sila. We are creative kahit anong bagay na di natin napapakinabangan, nagagawa natin ang paraan o diskarte. Third, we are flexible because we can adapt and change in any aspects of our life. Diskarte is more like voluntary. Sarili mong diskarte para magawa mo ng maayos yung isang bagay na hindi sa iyo inuutusan ng ibang tao o kusa mong ginagawa.
Filipinos have learned to be resilient and have developed a strong survival instinct. Filipinos have determined and persistent in achieving whatever goals they set their minds to. They are hardworking, industrious, and resourceful. According to Merriam-Webster, resilient is tending to recover from or adjust easy to misfortune or change. Meaning, ang mga Filipino daw ay matatag at nade-develop sila ng strong survival instinct. Example, kumbaga natanggal sila sa trabaho, ano ang best solution mo para makasurvive? So, need mo gumawa ng paraan para makasurvive. And also, ang mga Pilipino ay determinado at matyaga sa kung anong gusto nilang gawin sa buhay. We are known as hardworking, industrious, and resourceful. Tayo ay kumbaga gaano kahirap ang trabaho, need natin itong trabahuin kahit na nahihirapan na tayo ng sobra. On the other hand, Filipino known as being hospitable and welcoming sa bisita. Example, pumunta ka sa kaibigan mo kasi in-invite ka niya sa bahay nila. Tapos, trinato ka niya ng maayos, pinakain ka niya. Where bayanihan or the spirit of cooperation, also called as damayan, na kung saan nag-extend ka ng tulong sa iba na hindi ka nag-expect ng kapalit.
Filipinos are characterized as having onion skin or balat sibuyas, which means they are easily affected by minor insults. Filipinos are most quiet, sensitive because masabihan ka lang na maitim ka, syempre may insulto ka kahit totoo naman. We Filipinos should normalize accepting ourselves first, that other people will not hurt you by those insults.
Being conservative women are usually advised not to wear shorts in public, smoke, drink, and alcohol, or even cross their legs. So, kinalakihan na rin natin na kapag babae ka, hindi ka pwede magsuot ng short or damit na maikli kasi mababastos ka. And also, di ka rin pwede mag-smoke and drink ng alcohol kasi parang addict ka sa tingin ng maraming tao. Na dapat nating eradicate ang toxic rate ng mga yon. Instead, equality is most be reign in our country.
Okay, so lastly, correcting another person in public or being corrected is not considered acceptable behavior for Filipino, for it may cause a person to lose face. So let me ask you, will you allow yourself being tolerated sa isang bagay na mali ka or being corrected right away? Just for example, nasa isang event ka, tapos may isang bagay ka na pinagmamayabang na hindi ka naman sigurado kung totoo ba yung alam mo o hindi. Tapos may makakasama ka na lahat sila alam yung pinagsasabi mo. And you are being proud sa sinishare mo. Not knowing you na pinagtatawanan ka na pala nila deep inside kasi nga mali ka eh. 'Di ba? So, will you allow yourself to feel that way? Diba hindi naman? So for me, being corrected is not actually to be ashamed of. Being corrected is actually a motivation of you na you need to learn more, you need to study more, you need to explore more. Para 'di ba, next time na mag-share ka or magto-talk ka is knowledgeable ka na sa kung anong sinasabi mo at sure ka na. Diba? Ganun lang yun eh. So, being corrected should be normalized and we should accept it wholeheartedly. So, before we end our discussion, let's now go back to the 3 main traits that underlie the Filipino values. Number 1 is pakikipagkapwa-tao or smooth interpersonal relationship. Number 2 is being family-oriented. And number 3 is being mapagmahal or loving and caring. These traits greatly influence Filipino behavior and decision-making. Why? Bakit nga ba ito nakakapag-impluensya sa behavior natin? Kasi kapag itong tatlong to, in-input natin sa life natin, we are able to see how will I act, how will I behave in this specific situation, considering me being family-oriented, considering me being mapagmahal, considering me having pakikipagkapwa-tao, diba? And how about decision making? Paano nga ba ito nai-influensyahan? Kasi just what like I said, kapag pinagsama-sama po itong tatlong to, madidetermine mo kung paano mo didesisyonan ng isang bagay based kung paano ka bilang Filipino, kung paano ka bilang isang anak, bilang sa sarili mo, at bilang isang kaibigan or citizen, 'di ba? So, ganun lang kadali yun eh. Kasi kapag in-input mo tong tatlong to, you will be able to determine a specific decision nor behavior based on how you love, based on how you protect your family, based on how you deal with other people.